Welcome back to the Afro Anime Nation podcast. Here at the Afro Anime Initiative, we discuss everything in Afrofuturism from A to Z. I am your host, Darren Bradley, along with Paulina Guerriere. Paulina, say what's up to the people.
Hey y'all. Hope you're being safe, hope you're being smart, and enjoying this wonderful weather.
And before we start, let's give a shout out to our social media. And if you please give us a like and follow at Afro Anime Initiative on Instagram and Facebook. And on Facebook, we have both a group and a page, like them both. And follow us at Afro underscore AI on Twitter and right here on YouTube. And while you're on YouTube, please hit the like, share, comment, and subscribe. And you know what? That notification bell so you can always stay up to date on future podcasts from us. Right now, this is a special episode for us, episode 50, and we decided to do a little something different. Instead of just sharing, news of the day, we decided to throw some shine, to just shout out to the stuff that we are looking forward to or are enjoying right now, and also put some extra love on some creators out there. You can find links to their websites or Instagram in the description down below. I want to start off first, though, by shouting out for the person who I stole this idea from. Lily Singh, aka Superwoman. If you've been on YouTube for a while, you know her. She is a progressive woman who basically out there promoting positivity and brown skinned girls. She's been doing it for over 15 years.
Wow.
Man, I'm old. And she moved from YouTube to films. Films she produced herself, by the way. Concerts, music, and to a late night show called Really Late with Lily. It's not bad, but I don't really watch late night shows like that anymore. But yeah, just shout out to Superwoman for the idea of hashtag throwing shine instead of always throwing shade. Yeah, so I took this from her. Shout out to Lily. Paulina, did you know about Lily before? Just mentioned her right now.
Well, actually, now I know, and that's really awesome. I mean, I remember we talked about the whole idea of throwing shine, and you gained that inspiration from Lily. So I didn't know much about this person until you really went into depth today. But that's really cool. It's good to be able to spread positivity because we need more of that, honestly.
Yeah. So shout out to Lily and hashtag throwing shine. Please don't sue us. We ain't making money. But let's get right into it, to the people we're gonna throw some shine at. And I'm gonna kick it off with the inspiration to me, really, for starting my own podcast, or one of the inspirations. And it's the Game and Illuminati podcast. The Game Illuminati is a group of young gentlemen gamers out here doing their best for the community, spreading love, showing people how to just build their own instead of always having to go out for somebody else. And they're doing it with what they love, and that's video games. Some of these cats that have been in the group and on YouTube for almost 10 years, probably more now. And they switched over to expanding to other platforms such as Twitch, where most of the Game Illuminati stuff is hosted, but also their podcast, which is on Apple. Anywhere you can really find podcasts, you can find it on YouTube, Apple, Spotify. And it's Naughty, as in Naughty and Nice. That's how they spell it, Game and Illuminati. And I just remember when I first started watching them, when it was the first set of people, it was TBH, also back then known as MWE, and I ain't gonna say what it stood for. UTS, JG the Don, Tick, and Moshi. And I'm like, yo, this is a cool group of cats. And some people came, some people left, but the group, the company is still going strong. They drop merch now. Look, they advertise other Black creators and people of color merchandise. They shout out to other streamers. Every February, TH does a Black streamer video where he shouts out 10 to 20 other Black streamers that you should be following, watching, paying attention to. I found a lot of Black video game streamers that do more than just talk about video games through him. Man, I could just go on and on about the inspiration these young men are doing. They're almost all of them are younger than me. I'm not gonna tell you my age. I'm just saying they're younger than me and they inspire me. And man, they got a dope website. Like I said, they do good merch. You can find they all have individual Twitches. Like I said, we'll link the website down where you can follow them all, contact them if you want to hook up about merchandise stuff. Like they're just a really cool inspiration. But yeah, the Game Illuminati. Pete, tell me, when I talk about the Game Illuminati, like what do you think?
I just think it's a super cool collective of guys who just love gaming and sharing all things nerdy and geeky and uplifting other streamers. That's honestly, for me, the most important thing, and they're fun. They're really fun. So I'm glad that it's such a big inspiration for you, Darren, for you to push yourself, and we're doing this now.
Yeah,
This
yeah.
is so cool.
Some of the conversations that they have during stream range from like just the goofiest thing in the world
Hmm.
to straight like philosophical, mind blowing. Oh crap! Like goddamn, you know.
Hmm.
And it just it's random most of the time.
Nice.
It's random, like they just didn't having fun, and somebody asked a question, or somebody said they're going through something, and the squad, especially if the whole squad is on, will try to figure out what to do. You know, talk to the person. You know, try to figure stuff out.
Oh, give their
Their
support. Yeah.
yeah, yeah. Like their business structure is even dope too. Like I said, listening to them and a couple of other streams, like I said, they're one of the inspirations for this very podcast. How they set up their business structure to stay independent and go out and get sponsors, and those are things that I am learning and trying to implement the best I can for this podcast. So, like I said, the Illuminati is a huge, huge inspiration, huge. So show them some love. If you got a Twitch account, join them. If you don't have a Twitch account, sign up for one, add the initiative, and then join them. Because we'll be getting on that soon. Like I
Yes.
said, we'll be getting ready to expand too. Go ahead.
Absolutely. No, I'm just agreeing with
Yeah.
you, my friend.
So yeah, gotcha. So shout out to them. Man, yeah, just throw some shine in them. Not shout outs, we throwing shine in them. Put some light on them. Let everybody know. Let everybody know. Our next throwing shine is something that I believe they're growing as the podcast is growing. I believe when we started, it was rumblings about this. As we kept going into our second year, there were better rumblings, more stuff. And we went into our third year, they finally set up their Kickstarter, achieved their Kickstarter goals, and now we're just waiting for the product because Paulina herself contributes to this Kickstarter. Like I said, put your money where your mouth is, support these small creators, these Black business creators. And what I'm talking about is Wagadoo Chronicles. Wagadoo Chronicles is the old RPG, tabletop and video game project kickstarted by a group of POC and just people who wanted to ally and spread the story with an Afrofuturism twist based off of African culture, myths, religions, and it's shaping out to be a beautiful thing. Pauline, like I just mentioned, you backed it. You want to speak more about Wagadoo Chronicles?
Yeah, so it's it's essentially D&D, but even better with African culture and lore, and there's so much to it. It's both for, offline and online play, which is really cool because it opens the floor for everybody to join in. For those who haven't done tabletop, they can still play this game online. For those who love like MMOs and stuff like that, and for those who are into D&D, the traditional route, this tabletop, it's for you too. And like Darren mentioned, I did back them because I was super excited for it, because I've always been curious about D&D, Dungeons and Dragons, but I just never got around to actually playing it or finding anybody to play with, even though I've mentioned it to a couple friends that do play, but they've never told me when they're playing, so I'm just still over here like, okay. But this right now I'm actually in the Discord, and what they're doing is that they're doing rounds right now for like, which, claim your tribe, and you know roll the dice, but like they're actually actively playing, and I'm just like passively observing. They're still getting the game together. I think the online game together, the I think everything for those who backed the Kickstarter, the merch and the rewards that they'll receive won't be available until I think December of this year, I think. But in the meantime, for anybody who's never heard of this, they can still go and subscribe to their website, and they will get a free 300-page Wagadoo lore book. And it basically goes in depth about what the story is about, what the setting is, what the tribes are, where they're located, what generations are occurring. It's literally a whole thing, and it's incredible. It's big, it's expansive, and I just love that stuff because that's something that's like, I love world building. I love expansion of just.
Yeah, I think I'm on page 112.
What is it?
I think I'm on a page 112.
Right. I think I went through the whole thing in like 2 days.
Nice.
Because I was into it, man. Some of these tribes are amazing. For instance, there's like a tribe of like moth people, and they come out and they're more active at night. They worship the moon.
Nice.
This is a very crude summary of this tribe, but they're just so cool. And there's again lore with like the gods or the so-called gods, how one winds up in this world, how it's a whole thing, and it's incredible. It's expansive. And now the headquarters is based in Germany, but it's a mixed group, but they are primarily focused on African lore. It's primarily Black owned, but like I said, it's also mixed, which is fine. They seem to be they're very true to respecting the different cultural garb, weapons, behavior.
Oh, yeah. You follow their Twitter?
Yeah.
Their Twitter, like every other day, shows them like getting into the cultures, reading their research. I love it.
Yep.
Their Twitter is fantastic.
Exactly. They'll give you the updates. They'll show you what they're doing to gain, your trust, basically. Like, it's not something that they're appropriating and going, okay, this is Africa centric, like that statue in New York. Yeah. Throw some shine on it, y'all. Give them your support. Their Kickstarter ended a while back, but still lend your support. Follow them on social media. Go to their website. I will post all of the links and the different people we're throwing shine on. Just follow them, support them as much as you can. Make some noise about this. I'm serious. I'm so serious. Just make noise about this, and I'm gonna do my best on my end too.
If I'm not mistaken, even after the Kickstarter, once everything is settled, this is going to be a product for sale, correct?
Yep. Yes, it is. Absolutely.
Yeah, so even if you mix the Kickstarter and if you follow their Twitter, you go to the website, you get the book, if you get into it, you will still be able to purchase. Again, we gotta support, put our money where our mouths are. So yeah, we gotta throw, like she said, throw some shine on it. Hit them Instagram, hit the Twitter, get the newsletter, do all that stuff, and make sure you support when the time comes. Man, yeah, great. Wagon Chronicles. Love those guys. Love. Next up, what I got next in the show notes? Okay, next up is something that our third co-host, she couldn't be here for this episode, wanted us to talk about. Shout out to Marvette. She wanted us to just shout out Idris Elba and the work he's doing with Crunchyroll. A couple of episodes back, we announced about how him and his production company, his wife's production company, put into a deal with Crunchyroll about creating an anime based around Afrofuturism and superheroes. And it's just something we have to give our artists credit for doing when they expand outside of what people think is all that they're doing. We don't have any new information. Like I said, we're still waiting on details, but she thought it was good to shout that out and show Idris Elba and his wife some love. And I'm cool with that too. Paulina, how do you feel about giving some shine to Idris Elba and his deal with Crunchyroll?
I'm perfectly fine with it. I love it. I'm throwing all the shine on it because we need more of this. We need more content. But Idris Elba is 100% just so supportive and proactive about giving content that represents our diaspora as a whole. And I love that. So this sounds super cool. I really loved him in Concrete Cowboy. Yes, all the shine. What is it?
I still gotta watch that.
Oh, do it. For those of you who didn't see it, watch it. Please watch it. It's wonderful, absolutely wonderful. And
that's Netflix, right?
Yes, it is. It's on Netflix, and it's been on for about a month now. But yes, throwing all the shine on Idris Elba and the wonderful work he's doing, and I'm actually looking forward to just more stuff. Like, what is he doing? What else is he doing? Like, I need to know more.
I liked what you said. Proactive.
Yes.
He's proactive and he's making deals. He's not just going to work with other people. He's like, nah. We're going to do this together. I'm going to get a piece. We're going to make a deal. We're going to be partners. I love that. Yeah, proactive is a really great word for that.
Absolutely.
Right. All right. Well, moving on from Idris Elba, international superstar, maybe on to another superstar that's just not as well known, and we hope to help him out. Geneva Boyle. Oh, I knew I was gonna mess it up. Geneva Bowers is a fantastic artist. You can find her work. We'll link her on website, but also on Instagram. She's an artist who dwells in colors and paint. And basically, you know what, Paulina, I think you could describe her better. What Miss Geneva is doing. Take it away.
Okay, so her art is so chill, very cool, very colorful, very whimsical, and just it's just chill. Like the image, okay. So there's an image up of one of her artworks of a knight, a black knight with white hair, and it's really cool. She kind of blends in with nature, and her whole thing is she usually draws a lot of black characters in different magical, realistic situations or uh, environments. And there's always it's very gosh. Every time I see her art, I think of Sailor Moon, basically, like the retro pastel look almost, but it's also bold colors, very nature oriented as well. Most of our art, and it's just I love her art. I've been following her, God, I guess maybe 4 years now. 4 years, maybe longer. I'm not sure, um, but yeah, I've been. I don't know. It's really inspirational and just really really wonderful to look at because it's just something different. You know, she's just doing her art the way she wants to. And what's super cool is that she's done work for different companies such as Netflix, DreamWorks Animations, Wild Brain Studios, and Disney Animation. She's been awarded Hugo Awards and the BSFA Awards. Well, she was nominated, but back in 2018. She also has her own web comic called Hover Girls. She's both the author and the illustrator of it, and it's complete. And I will link you guys to it. And she's been busy. She's been busy. She's been doing illustrations with her art for covers and for comics as well. And I just want to throw all the shine because she's just really really cool doing her thing, and she just has so much really cool art that you could just scroll through for hours and just get lost in it. It's a whole new world, and honestly, I would just love to see her work in video games. That would be super cool.
True, true, true. We got to make sure we follow all her accounts and share more of her art just on a regular basis.
Yes, 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 yes.
Just share more.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, man, Geneva Boys, man. Hover Girls, check it out. Check out the webcomic. Definitely something that's on my list. And like I said, Paulina threw some shine on it, so I gotta go gotta go check it out, gotta go support. Oh man, this is going this in the clip. We gotta find some more people to throw some shine on, but we're gonna go through these notes first. And next up, something that we've always been planning on doing this since day one. This is the first time we're going to do it here, where we shout out a particular cosplayer. Now, we don't want to go into the details of the cosplayer's life. We don't want to go into personal stuff. No, the cosplayer wants to share that, cool. But we want to go into that person's cosplay and the stuff we like. And today, for throwing the shine, our first official cosplayer on the initiative, Cutie Pie Sensei. Oh my God. I've been following this girl. I can't tell you how long. It's just like she was there one day, and that was it. I never stopped following her. I believe the first thing I ever saw her in was in her Superwoman, Supergirl outfit, and then her Wonder Woman. That was it. I was done. I was in love. We followed everything. And again, another inspiration because people don't talk about our black cosplayers enough. You know, we get the 28 days of cosplay in February. That's not long enough. We get, shout out, black cosplayers matters. That's usually when something bad is happening. But they just don't get enough love as they should just when everything's cool, when everything's great. And I think Cutie Pie deserves it because she's been out here doing something I think that a lot of people attempt to do but fail because they get pressured. It's not that her cosplay is perfectly comic book accurate. It's not that her cosplay is, her own interpretation of it. Her cosplay is more like, okay, if this was real and this was a beautiful black woman, what would this character look like? Bam, and she makes it. And it is gorgeous. Her Avatar, the last bit, you know what? No, her Korra cosplay is some of the most beautiful and best cosplay I've seen. and it's not exactly animated accurate. Not you're not even the comic book style. You know they changed up a little bit for some of the comic books for Korra. No, it's what Korra would look like if she's a black girl out here doing this airbending. And it's beautiful. It's wonderful. It's fantastic. Like I said, her Wonder Woman, her Superwoman, her oh my god. What is the one? Her Gamora. Ooh. Her Gamora from Guardians of the Galaxy. I mean, the girl is fantastic. She's awesome. Um man, I could rant about her for forever. But Paulina, how do you feel about some of the work of Cutie Pie Sensei?
Okay, first things first, I really have to give my hat off to cosplayers, especially black cosplayers in general. I don't know how y'all can do it. I don't know how y'all can keep up. I've considered it at one point and then I realized I don't have the budget, I don't have the passion for it, but I'm not against it. I love it. It is super cool. And with that said, her work is incredible. I've noticed her work for quite a while now, and I'm forever impressed. I mean, I thank you, Darren, for introducing me to her work because she's just super cool and she's gorgeous. She is absolutely gorgeous. So she is very very passionate about this, and I really really do give my hats off to her because this is passion right here. This is I feel like cosplaying is more than a hobby. Like people want to say like, oh, it's a hobby, blah, blah. No, no, no. Like the amount of time, blood, sweat, and tears and money that y'all gotta put into it in order to get your costume like ready to go and accurate is honestly astonishing to me, and I love it. So I'm here throwing all the shine too. Like if I had a bag of glitter, I would just throw it at this woman because oh my god. So you
This
check
is
her out.
this is the thing that's most remarkable about. I brought her in. I wanted her to be a part of this. I wanted her to be, the first cosplayer on here. Even though I know I talk about Yaya Han all the time, but it's never been official. This is official. And even I had to throw shine on stuff I already knew about. Cutie Pie also has another Instagram account where she does her other art, her drawings, and her makeup art. Even I had to have some shine thrown on her so I can know more stuff about what she's doing.
I didn't even know about that. Well, shoot,
Click
throw
on
all the
it.
shine on this woman. Period.
We gonna link right. We gonna link the Instagram in the description. But when you go to her Instagram bio for a cosplay, there's another link. Click on that link, and it goes to her Instagram about her other art, her other passions. And again, that stuff is just as gorgeous as her. She does this work, and you can see her improve. Like she works at it. She out here doing her thing. And of course, she does share other artists on that page too. But yeah, it's not just cosplay. There's the cosplay page. Then there's other talents. Because again, if like Paulina said, if you putting that much blood, sweat, and tears into your cosplay, it's some other stuff you gotta do to let off some steam. And we see that she turns it into more art, and it's
Yep,
beautiful. It's wonderful. So
absolutely.
throw this. All right, man. Like I said, we're going through this stuff with a clip, but we're gonna move on to another one that our co-host Marvette wanted us to shout out, and it's Universal. It is a company started by Bolin and Benita Tala. No, it's Benta. I'm gonna do it again. Borlin and Benta Tala. And what they did as two aspiring artists, knowing what they love, loving anime and just geek culture, but they didn't, as usual, see a lot of black people stuff in it.
Hmm.
They decided to combine DBZ with Afrofuturism and a little bit of their love for Star Wars. Honestly, I just read the website and I was like, you know what? Yeah, I think I'm gonna be here for this. They
Hmm.
are moving their project along. I believe it's first with a book, and it's an ebook which you can find on the website. I got to go back and check that. But also just with small storytelling that you can get again from their website, and it links to all the things you can help purchase to help the community grow. Um, Paulina, how do you feel about Universe Souls?
Very cool concept, very cool combination. I'm I really love there's a character, Emanin X, or No Name reversed, and it's an ode to Malcolm X. I'm like, I appreciate that. That's awesome. So basically,
Fact.
his character is trying to figure out, because he had amnesia, so he's trying to figure out who he is, where he got his powers from, all that stuff. So
Mhm. A good anime trope, a good classic anime trope.
absolutely, you got to follow up with that always. And I gotta give him a
Hmm.
shine on this
Hmm.
because the fact that they just step forward and go, okay, so we're combining two of these things that we love the most, and we're gonna go ahead and write content for it. And I'm like, Go ahead, do it. We need more of it with more dark faces. Let's go, let's go, let's go. And it looks amazing. It looks amazing.
Right. And again, hold on, I got to use your word again. They were proactive and created their own thing and locked it down.
Absolutely.
Love that. Love that. And again, let's throw some shine on the Marvette for bringing that to us, because I ain't know nothing about it. So she put the link up in the chat. Yep. I was like, wait, what is this? Oh, that look cool. Like, why does you look like he like a Dragon Ball character with a lightsaber? And then I'm like, oh,
y'all. I love this because Darren is notoriously not a big fan of Dragon Ball Z. So for him to be like excited for this,
shit.
So for him to be throwing his shine behind this makes me go, you know what? This is legit. I like it. So this is
because you gotta think about okay. Let's look at the formula. In DBZ, Afrofuturism, and Star Wars, 2 out of 3 ain't bad. Right. If they get what they really is really only taking the look of DBZ and some of the anime tropes. Again, I'm cool with anime tropes when they're done well. I can be cool with it. It looked like the dude was like, yeah, DBZ kind of got some messed up stuff, but I still love it. Hey, let's make something better. And again, that's what I like. Yes. Like, hey, you see something, you don't like it, you want to make something better. Don't just complain and whine on social media. Make something. And that's what I love about it. So 2 out of 3 ain't bad. And like I said, DBZ looks good. Everything else about it just sucks. Anyway. Hold on. We're not here to be negative. We throwing shine. No shade today. All shine. So DBZ, thank you for giving us stuff.
Wow.
I knew you was going to say that. Wow.
Hey, I'm laughing though. That's a good thing. What's positive? Positive energy. Good
energy. Positive. Thank you for giving us stuff.
Yes.
So this is the last thing we have in our notes. And honestly, this is just something, again, we talk about putting our money where our mouth is. If you guys know me last February, or this past February, I waited to the end of February to spend a lot of money on some books, which I did, which I am reading, which if I ever finish these books, there will be reviews by me about these books. And this looks like this is about to happen again at the end of this month, because the next thing we're going to be throwing shine on is MV Media LLC. And what they are is a publishing group for young authors of color, and they do Afrofuturism, sword and soul, and steampunk, all with an Afrofuturism slant. Yes. They're a publishing company founded in 2017 in Fayette, Georgia, and what they do is incredible. It is novels, I believe one comic book, and short stories, like I said, covering those 3 topics I just went through. They're having right now an anniversary sale. Like I said, they've been around since 2017. There's an anniversary sale going on right now as the time was recording for 20% off everything on the site. And if it's still going on by the end of this month, I'm going to buy a whole bunch of more books, which I'm going to have to come around and bring y'all reviews on. Paulina, after looking at the website, how do you feel about MV Media?
I'm definitely going to... My money is going to them. That's it. That's it. It's so much content that I've been looking for, that anybody's been looking for, like putting my money where my mouth is. There we go. That's a phrase. People, check this out. Seriously, if y'all are complaining about content that you need to see more Black people with this type of stuff, with this type of content, with this type of themes, it's right here. It is right here. Go put your money where your mouth is. Okay, we can lead by example, but we are on a budget, and so y'all can go ahead and do it too. Just saying. So throwing all the shine on them too.
So, but and that's the thing is it's we want to say, well, we need stuff that's just as big as Disney. We need stuff just as big as this. But Disney and them didn't start off big. No. None of these cats started off, they were small. Hell, yes. How many times have we talked about Marvel going bankrupt?
Oof.
I mean, so you have to start supporting somewhere. And you never know what's going to happen down the line. Like, what is this? This is the year 2021. Mm-hmm. This year alone, we've done about 4 podcasts where we talked about projects with new stuff coming out from Octavia Butler. Come on, y'all. It takes time sometimes. Let's do some of this stuff while our creators are still alive.
And
But you have to put your money there. If you can
exactly.
go give me, I'm gonna finish. Let
Go
me say
ahead,
this
go
and then
ahead.
let you
No,
go.
no, no, go.
If you spend that money on Starbucks coffee in the morning, you can take that money and turn around and buy an ebook. Get that Kindle app. You can take that money and buy it directly from the publisher. Take that $5 and buy something to read, to support, to let them know, hey, we know we're looking. Throw some shine on it. Go ahead, Pete.
And it's an investment. They are small right now. Invest. Don't give up if something happens. Invest. Make more. If this is not good enough for you, take this as inspiration to start your own. Be proactive. This is super cool. Like, I would like to see this get bigger.
Yeah.
I want to see more of this, period.
Yeah.
And I feel like we're entering a renaissance now. I really feel like it. If we're not in the beginning of it already.
Yeah.
Because people are fed up.
Facts.
We're always hearing crap about what's going on. Like, we've talked about this. We're always hearing crap about what's going on not only in Hollywood, but comic books, with video games, with basically, any media where, the the white people in charge who are treating the people of color, black people primarily, like crap, like garbage. So this is our chance to bring ourselves up and keep ourselves on the map. And we don't need the help of a studio. We don't need the help of an outside studio or whatever to get us there. We can do it ourselves.
And like I said, if you get to the point where, again, that's why we shouted out Idris Elba, and we've talked about other creators, like Issa Rae. Build your own company, and then don't just sell it or let somebody take it over. Partner up with the bigger companies where you still have control, you still have ownership. Those things count. Those things are important. Then you can grow to be something like Disney. You can grow to be something like Warner Brothers, because it's about ownership. Where then you can hire your friends to make stuff and you own it. I'm just saying. But that's what it's about. But you can't do that if you're only looking, well, Ryan is big as this, right? I can't do it. That's false. That's false equivalency. That's bad thinking. And that's why we got to throw more shine on stuff instead of throwing shade to stuff. We can be critical. We can comment. But when something's good, we got to share it. We got to support it with our money. We got to show it by sharing it on our social media. We got to throw some shine. And that's it. That's our note, man. Like I said, just a couple. Because again, every podcast, every initial review, hell, even every initial BTS, once we bring that back, we throw shine. But we thought it would be nice to do a whole episode. But that's it. That's the end of the notes. But again, after every initiative podcast, we like to go around the table and check out anything else that's happening in Afrofuturism or general geeking that we didn't put on notes that we want to share here. P, you got anything for us?
So there is an app. I'm pretty sure it's been around for a minute, but I just made an account today, and learned about it yesterday. No, today. It's called. Oh, let me try to. Miiria. Okay, it's spelled Miiriya, and it's an app that gathers black-owned businesses in one spot. And there's
Nice.
different categories, yes, because I've been looking for something like this for so long. Like, months back, I'm looking for something for like my hair or skincare or even clothing, like new shoes or newest shirt. I don't mind going to Burlington Coat Factory, because I'm pinching pennies, but I would like to put my money to a black creator of the shirt I want to wear, or the pants, or the shoes, or whatever. So imagine my struggle, searching. Like, okay, is this a good business? I got to look through like online magazine articles about the 25 best black-owned businesses. Like, no, I don't. No. So this app literally just puts all of that together for you in one place, and different categories in which these businesses thrive under. And it's a lot of different categories too. And it's basically, now, the people behind it, it seems to me it's a group. They don't really say their names, who they actually like, who's in it. So I'm like, I would like to know who I'm supporting for this app. Like, I would like to see it, but I don't know what what their goal is for that, but basically this is what their goal is they want all of these businesses to be in the same place, kind of like Amazon Marketplace or Etsy.
Right.
But yeah. So, but this is what they're doing for Black-owned businesses, and on their Instagram, I think they highlight different business owners too who are on the site. And I find that really cool.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, throwing their attention like, oh, hey, okay, so this business person is in culinary. They like to bake and blah blah blah, and this is the type of stuff that they've been selling, and you can learn more about them on the website, or they also have their own website too. Blah blah blah. Super cool and really awesome for them to do it that way. So whenever you can, guys, just check it out. It's again, oh gosh, let me look at the pronunciation. I'm glad they put it at the bottom. Miiriya. Miiriya. And just explore. Make an account and explore and buy. Just buy. Support them.
I hope that the people who made the app and run the business are Black. Or at least
hope so.
People of color. I hope it's people of color. Huh?
Like I said, I hope so too. Shoot.
Maybe we have to do some digging. We'll call some people, find out. That's dope. Nice.
I think that's it. That's all I got. This is the one that has gotten my attention. Also, in the website too, they have like featured stuff like fashion, jewelry, books, people, food, candles, everything. Art, actual art. If you're spiritual, men stuff, women stuff, I think kids too, I'm not sure. Teas, everything. Just go and just check it out and just support. That's it. That's all I got. What you got?
To set up an account for the podcast. Nice. Man, that was dope. My stuff, I'm gonna try my best because a lot of stuff a little bit sad that's been catching my attention. But I'm gonna throw some shine on it because these people have done some great work. First, I'm gonna kick it off with Ta-Nehisi Coates. His run on Black Panther has finally come to an end. It started in 2018. The pandemic put a hold on it for a few months, but it came back strong. It's about to finish strong. I'm pointing this out as a creator because, first of all, Ta-Nehisi Coates can write. That's one.
Yes.
Two, he took the Black Panther mythos and expanded it so well that it is a vibrant 3D world, like more than it was before. Like, he at one point basically had about 4 or 5 books just under the Black Panther moniker, but it all fed into one story, including affecting the main Avengers story in Marvel Comics. But it worked. Everything was well. Again, like I said, the pandemic messed up a couple of things, but it was a fully well done story that really made you go like, huh, no, it's not just about one man. There's a world, people with different views, different tribes under one country, and the difficulties African nations have to deal with that stuff. It was just good with some superhero stuff and, of course, sci-fi in it. Ta-Nehisi Coates, Black Panther run ends this month.
Oh.
Well done. Go check it out. But yeah, that's ending. And somebody else, man, these two are gonna hurt a little bit. But Paul Mooney, the great comedian, passed away at 79 this week.
Oh yeah.
Paul Mooney was a comedian, a writer, actor. The man did everything. And put it like this: the stuff that Malcolm and Martin and our activists have been talking about forever, he spoke the same truths, but he made you laugh while he was doing it. And he made you realize some stuff that our people, our community do that honestly keep us in the same BS that we trying to fight against. I mean, he called it out like, come on, Negroes, sing. Please don't demonetize me saying that word. But it was a passing of a godfather, a passing of a giant, a passing of a pioneer. Man. Oh, dude, I'm sitting here. I didn't even ask Paulina, how do you feel about, the passing of Paul Mooney?
Heartbroken. I found out early this morning, like literally when I woke up. And my phone, I don't know if it was blowing up. I think I saw your post actually. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm sad. I'm like, this man got me aware of literally the phrase, everybody wants to be black, but don't nobody want to be black. Not in those exact words, but we
Mm-hmm.
keeping cussing out of this episode. But yeah, he literally like that
We
was
trying.
but it's that when he said that, it really hit me at the time I heard it, and it stayed with me.
Yeah.
And I'm hearing it being repeated over and over again, and I loved his humor. I love his humor. I love how he approached every issue, about our community, how we handle things, how we take care of ourselves, how we take care of each other, and he just made us laugh in the process because at the end of the day, as serious as the crap we go through, we sometimes have to laugh at it too. And sometimes
Facts.
when we laugh at it, it gives us a better and calmer perspective of what we're going through. And it helps us cope. So honestly, I know he's in a better place now. He will be terribly missed. There's a hole, an even bigger hole now, with the passing of these giants, really, these wonderful people. And I know that his legacy will keep going. Will continue to influence so many people on the same path.
I'm in this part with one of my favorite sayings about from him, and it's a new saying. It's a recent saying. If you know about what's going on, you know it's new.
Mm-hmm.
Paul Mooney. 1 month it was Wakanda forever. The next month y'all crying because a black girl married some racist people.
Ooh.
I was like, well,
yeah.
Yeah. I was like, Paul, thank you so much. You'll be missed because of those very accurate observations about our people. Before we move on, like I said, I forgot I was talking. Pauline, how do you feel about the ending of Ta-Nehisi Coates' Black Panther run?
Sad. Who's gonna pick up the mantle the same way? No one. No one. Black Panther has such an amazing just growth under his pen, under his work, his direction. It's gonna be missed. I hope it continues. And no, it won't be the same way. Every artist is unique. Every creator is unique. But I just hope they keep it up because, man, I know he's moving on to other things, of course, that it happens. But yeah, I'm sad. I'm sad. This is some of his best work, personally.
Yeah. Yeah, it was a great run. It was a great and this, our final for me, for going around the horn. Another passing, but again, we throwing shine. We're gonna remember these people, celebrate their lives, to celebrate the great work they've done. Dr. Kintaro Miura, the creator and author of Berserk, my favorite anime, my favorite manga, my first adult manga. When I realized, wait a minute, there's a world outside of America.
Yeah.
Like, ooh, and it was this. I watched the original 1996 Berserk. Yeah, that was the first anime. At least once a year, at least if not twice. I check out the redone new ones that they show. I kind of look at the new series, I try to keep up with the manga so much because he's been writing it since 1989.
Wow.
And the great doctor has passed away. So right now it's a stop on everything. The Japanese culture respect the dead. We praise them, but we don't, try to make money off of their stuff, even though I guarantee you right now, every single book, hardcover collection of the manga, all the action figures, all that stuff is selling out, going through the roof. I already know, but it's cool. But this man had an impact. I mean, what you think a shonen type of style anime could be? What's a hero? What's a villain? Look, I always talk about this. When the villain got good points, shoot. And he made 3D characters. He gave them some tragic backstories, but he also gave them perseverance and hope. And some of the best gore. Like some of this new stuff, like even Mortal Kombat. And I know y'all know how much I love Mortal Kombat. Even some of this new stuff can't deal with the stuff he was doing back in 1991. It's just he was good with the graphic. And it was all done in black and white by his hand, his story. And just want to give a shout out to the good doctor. Thank you for everything. You'll be missed and you will be immortalized. We will never stop thinking about your line work, the details you put in with just pencils that people can't copy right now with pencils, pen, paper, computers. They still can't copy your details. And thank you. We thank you for your dedication because he was doing this He had some assistants. Like I said, he's a doctor. He was a teacher, but he was basically this his baby. He was doing it. He was writing it, drawing it, the author. And we thank you for your work. How do you feel about the passing of the good doctor, Paul?
I feel like I shouldn't say anything because this was when I heard the news. I immediately thought of you, Darren. Immediately, because I know how big Berserk is in your life and how much of an impact this story has on so many people. I personally have stayed away from it. I love stories like that, but there were just some elements that are too hard for me to get into. So I don't poop on it. I don't, none of that. I actually give my respect to it because I understand that it's a heavy story and it has such a huge impact on for so many years, at least 20 years. 20 years this manga has been going on. And like you said, the art is phenomenal from what I've seen. Different panels, different scenes, just incredible. The emotions, the environment, it's just so graphic and visceral. And I have to give my hats off to him for being dedicated to the story for so long. Now that he's no longer with us, I hope that fans can honor him in the best way possible. I have no idea how or if the story is going to continue. Um, and I don't know. I hope that they do find some way to just honor it and preserve it where it is. Maybe it'll be left as an open-ended thing. Who knows? But my I don't know. Just rest in
Like I
peace.
said, rest in peace. We celebrating their life. We're not gonna be
Yeah.
sad about it.
Oh no.
They did. They brought us stuff that we can learn from all the hard work they did over the years. Like I said, Paul Mooney was 79.
Mm-hmm.
Dr. Marua was 54. Like, yeah, they brought a lot in their short lifespans. They did a lot, and we celebrate them. Like I said, we throw some shine on their great careers. Well, that's it for us here at the Afro Anime Initiative. You can follow us on our social media at Afro Anime Initiative on Instagram and on Facebook. And on Facebook, we have a Facebook page and a group. Like them both. Join them both. And follow us at Afro_AI on Twitter and right here on YouTube, where you can please like, share, comment, subscribe. Hit the notification bell so you can always stay up to date with all of our podcasts and the latest news. And we'll catch you on the next episode. Don't forget to throw some shine. Peace.